कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण प्रणाम। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivastava Gaura Bhakta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Blessed. Have a blessed. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Adya? But she's going away. But it's not good. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे 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 हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Dhanavad Pranam, Prabhuji said Mataji.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Lavanya.
Yeah, Hare
Answer వెళ్ళినారా
వెళ్ళిపోయిండ్రు
వచ్చిందా ఆటో అండ్
వచ్చింది.
carry on. I'm making yost. You can continue. Okay? I'll be in hearing mode. Today I will read Bhagavad Gita chapter 15. Okay?
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, మీరు ఓకే కదా? అంటే మీరు if you are unable to do, I can do today.
హోస్ట్ చేశారా నన్ను?
చేశారు మాతాజీ.
యా. యా. ఓం నమో భగవతే వాసుదేవాయ. ఓం నమో భగవతే వాసుదేవాయ. ఓం నమో భగవతే వాసుదేవాయ. ఓం అజ్ఞానతిమిరాంధస్య జ్ఞానాంజనాశలాకయా చక్షురున్మిలితం येन తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. శ్రీచైతన్య మనోభీష్టం స్థాపితం येन భూతలే స్వయం రూపా కదా మహ్యం దదాతి స్వపదాంతిహం. నమామో విష్ణుపాదాయ కృష్ణప్రేష్ఠాయ భూతలే శ్రీమతే భక్తివేదాంత స్వామినితి నామినే. నమస్తే సరస్వతి దేవే గౌరవాణి ప్రచారిణే నిర్విశేష శూన్యవాది పాశ్చాత్య దేశధారిణే. జయ శ్రీ కృష్ణ చైతన్య ప్రభు నిత్యానంద శ్రీ అద్వైత గదాధర శ్రీవాసాది గౌర భక్త వృంద. హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే హరే, హరే రామ 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 హరే హరే. హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే హరే, హరే రామ 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 హరే హరే. హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే హరే, హరే రామ 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 హరే హరే. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसलेंटल बुक रीडिंग की जय. Yeah, chapter 15 Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. Samyukta Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, you
Yes,
can
Mataji.
start, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has its roots upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. Purport. After the discussion of the importance of Bhakti Yoga, one may question, what about the Vedas? It is explained in this chapter that the purpose of Vedic study is to understand Krishna. Therefore, one who is in Krishna consciousness, who is engaged in devotional service, already knows the Vedas. The entanglement of this material world is compared here to a banyan tree. For one who is engaged in fruitive activities, there is no end to the banyan tree. He wanders from one branch to another. The tree of this material world has no end. And for one who is attached to this tree, there is no possibility of liberation. The Vedic hymns meant for elevating oneself are called the leaves of this tree. These tree roots grow upward because they begin from where Brahma is located, the topmost planet of this universe. If one can understand this indestructible tree of illusion, then one can get out of it. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah. Sandhya Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, you can read the highlighted one, Mataji. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
This process
this process of extrication should be understood. In the previous chapters, it has been explained that there are many processes by which to get out of the material entanglement. And up to the 13th chapter, we have seen that devotional service to the Supreme Lord is the best way. Now, the basic principle of devotional service is detachment from material activities and attachment to transcendental service of the Lord. The process of breaking attachment to the material world is discussed in the beginning of this chapter. The root of this material existence grows upward. This means that it begins from the total material substance, from the topmost planet of the universe. From there, the whole universe is expanded, with so many branches representing the various planetary systems. The fruits represent the results of the living entities' activities, namely religion, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation. Shall I continue, Mataji?
Yes, Mata. The highlighted part you can read.
Now, there is no experience in this world of a tree situated with its branches down and its roots upward. But there is such a thing, that tree can be found beside its reservoir of water. We can see that trees on the bank reflect upon the water with their branches down and roots up. In other words, the tree of this material world is only a reflection of the real tree of the spiritual world. This reflection of spiritual world is situated on desire, just as a tree's reflection is situated on water. Desire is the cause of things being situated in the reflected material light. One who wants to get out of this material existence must know this tree thoroughly through analytical study. Then he can cut off his relationship with it. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Mata. Yeah. This tree, being the reflection of a real tree, is an exact replica. Everything is there in the spiritual world. The impersonalists take Brahman to be the root of the material tree, and from the root, according to Sankhya philosophy, come Prakriti, Purusha, and the 3 gunas, then 5 gross elements, Pancha Mahabhuta, then the 10 senses, the Shendriya, mind, etc. In this way, they divide up. In this way, they divide up the whole material world into 24 elements. If Brahman is the center of all manifestation, then this material world is a manifestation of the center by 180 degrees. And the other 180 degrees constitute the spiritual world. The material world is the perverted reflection. So the spiritual world must have the same variegatedness, but in reality. The Prakriti is the external energy of the Supreme Lord, and the Purusha is the Supreme Lord himself. And that is explained in Bhagavad Gita. Since this manifestation is material, it is temporary. A reflection is temporary, for it is sometimes seen and sometimes not seen. But the origin from whence the reflection is reflected is eternal. The material reflection of the real tree has been cut off. When it is said that a person knows the Vedas, it is assumed that he knows how to cut off attachment to this material world. If one knows that process, he actually knows the Vedas. One who is attracted by the ritualistic formulas of the Vedas is attracted by the beautiful green leaves of the tree. He does not exactly know the purpose of the Vedas. The purpose of the Vedas is, as disclosed by the personality of Godhead himself, is to cut down this reflected tree and attain the real tree of spiritual world. Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Raja Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Translation. The branches of tree extend downward and upward, nourished by the 3 modes of material nature.
I'm sorry.
3 modes of material nature. The twigs are the objects of the senses. This tree is also roots. Tree also has roots going down, and these are bound by the fruitive actions of human society. Purport. The description of the description of a banyan tree is further explained here. Its branches spread all over directions. In the lower parts, there are variegated manifestations of living entities, human beings, animals, horses, cows, dogs, cats, etc. These are situated in the lower on the lower parts of the branches, whereas the upper parts are higher forms of living entities, the demigods, Gandharvas, many other higher species of life. As a tree is nourished by water, so the tree is nourished by the three modes of material nature. Sometimes we find that a tract of land is barren for want of sufficient water, and sometimes a tract is very green. Similarly, where particular modes of material nature is proportionately greater in quantity, the different species of life are manifested accordingly. The twigs of the tree are considered to be the sense objects. By development of different modes of nature, we develop different senses, and by the senses, we enjoy different varieties of sense objects. The tips of the branches are the senses, the ears, nose, eyes, etc., which are attached to the enjoyment of the different sense objects. The twigs are the sound, form of touch, or sound, form, or touch, and so on, the sense objects. The subsidiary roots are attachments and aversions, which are byproduct of different varieties of sufferings and sense enjoyment. The tendencies toward piety and impiety are considered to develop from the secondary root, which spread in all directions. The real root is from Brahmaloka, and the other roots are in human planetary system. After one enjoys the result of various activities in upper planetary system, he comes down to this earth and renews his karma or putative activities for promotion. This planet of human being is considered the field of activities. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, Lalit Mohan Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, did anyone understand what Krishna is saying? What is a tree and how it is?
Yeah, you can explain, Prabhuji. I thought, yes, Prabhuji.
See, actually, what happens is, while Brahma, when he creates this material world, so there are some ingredients with which he has created, right?
Yes.
So those ingredients in itself, that is, how he created is the reflection of this tree. How he created this material world, and he says the expansions of the tree is the fruitive activities of the people, right? So first thing, what this tree is how Brahma has created this material world. So when he has created the material world, how he made, this in the form of tree. This is what Krishna explains to Arjuna. And if you know this, then you will get out of this material world. That's what Krishna wants to convey to Arjuna. See, why this tree has come? Because in the before chapter, we were discussing about modes of material nature. Now, the functioning of the modes of material nature is described in the form of this tree. Okay. So first, actually, when Krishna, Brahma was architecting the creation of this world. So how he did it? He did it in the form of this tree. The roots are upwards, that is where it starts. Actually, the material creation starts, and he has given the 24 elements and the combinations of the 24 elements. See, that these 24 elements of the nature, Prakriti. How did Brahma created this world? With Prakriti, right? So he has used 24 elements out of this Prakriti. And if intelligence is very, very high, he placed that those people, or the quotient of intelligence at the higher planets. And if ignorance is very, very high, then he placed that at the bottommost part of the tree. Okay. Now, and Bhuvar, like Bhumi and Bhuvar, they are the combinations of many of these things. Now, if we perform many of ignorant activities in this material world, we will go still down. If we perform some good activities or pious activities, we will go up in this tree, climb ladder of this tree. You understood, na? This is how this material world is, created with compared with this tree.
And how can you, climb up the tree? Through the help of the branches. And these branches and twigs are all Vedic literatures. Okay, that is how it has been compared. It is very complex subject, but you can understand as we pass by. But you understand, na? The root of this tree, the start of this tree is who? Brahma. Means Brahma is the creator, with all these 24 elements. How he created? Just imagine Brahma sitting at the top and he created something like a tree from beneath. And he has used 24 elements. And like the human world, the world which Bhumi Loka. Here we have combination of all the 24 elements and some facility is given to us, and how we use depends, how we go down or to the top. This is what Krishna wanted to convey to Arjuna. Do you understand till this, or do you have any doubts with this?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Matadis. Do you need more explanation? Hare Krishna.
So this is an aerodynamic topic actually, which will go above the head. But as we do it some 2 or 3 times, then we'll understand what this tree actually means.
Yes, Prabhuji. నాకు అర్థం కాలేదు, కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంది.
కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యాం.
మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి.
Prabhuji, if you have a diagram, then maybe
so you need a diagram, Prabhuji, so that
separate session on that. We can have a separate session if you have a diagram, but it's up to you.
Actually, yes. I have a diagram from Bhakti Shastri, but I don't know how can I find this. Yeah.
No, you can Google it, Mataji. The tree of the material world. That's
ఇచ్చారుగా మాతాజీ, అది ఇచ్చారుగా, దాంట్లో ఉంటుంది అనుకుంటా మాతాజీ.
ఇది మెటీరియల్
ఇచ్చారు కదా,
మెటీరియల్ ట్రీ ఏం కనగటాలి ప్రభుజీ?
No, tree of the material world in Bhagavad Gita. అంతే సార్. World, Bhagavad Gita. Images.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare. No. Second one.
Is that Prabhuji? Yeah.
You have seen this?
Yeah.
Everyone can see this, no?
Okay.
So Brahma has 24 elements with him. With those elements, he has created this material world. How he created? In the form of a tree. Okay. So he created it in this way for sense gratification. You will go down and down. Impious acts. Have you seen at the right?
Sense object.
At the right corner.
Impious acts.
Impious acts. If you catch that branch, you will go down and down. Okay. Onto the left side, you have pious acts. You can climb if you find this, if you catch this. And there are the Vedic hymns. There are some leaves which have a Vedic hymns. Okay, and there are some fruits of economic development. If you want to catch those fruits, you will have some karmic reactions with that, because your senses are already engaged in that. No? And there are some fruits known as religiosity, by which you can go towards the upward. But the main theme of this is only going upward and downward. But how to come out of it, that Krishna will say in the next chapters. Okay. But we should understand how this material world is created. That is compared to this tree, going down and going up. At most, where can we go if we catch this tree? Till the root. No? And what is that? Brahmaloka.
Brahmaloka.
That is the highest planet which we can achieve by taking the help of all this material world and all this, what is the religiosity and Vedic hymns and all. But now Krishna is telling, this is how these 3 modes are acting. What is it? These 3 modes are actually designed by Brahma in such a way that by catching some you will go down, by catching some you will go up. But you cannot go all through all these things out. In the 18th chapter, at the conclusion, he says, leave all this and just surrender unto me, will come to me.
So so it says like up to Brahmaloka we can go and go up and you can come down because of these 3 modes and really all these things. But after
Very good.
Brahmaloka, that is the only Krishna's this one Bhakti Yoga, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah, beyond all these things, there is something else surrender unto me.
Yeah, that is
Just
spiritual
only
world.
remember
Up to
me.
Brahmaloka, there is material world.
Yeah. By doing all this religiosity and all, you can only reach to till Brahma. That is how this is designed. So you should remember, you should know there is a tree and how it has been designed by Brahma. That is what Krishna wanted to convey to us here. Okay.
Yes. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Mataji.
మీరు ఒక పిక్చర్ లాగా డ్రా చేసుకోండి ప్రభుజీ, మీకు అర్థమైపోతుంది.
అర్థమైంది.
సంయుక్త మాతాజీ, సపన్ కుమార్ ప్రభుజీ, సంధ్యా మాతాజీ, are you able to follow? Hare Krishna, or you need explanation?
అర్థమైంది మాతాజీ.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Sapan Kumar Prabhuji?
Yeah, this okay. I can understand.
Yeah.
So translation, shall I go ahead with the reading, Mataji?
I need to see which one. The word Asanga is this? I don't know.
No, I didn't get read, Mataji. From the start we should read.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. It is not clear.
Or translation also, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji. You can start, Prabhuji.
Yes. Translation. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with weapon of detachment. Thereafter, one must seek that place from which, having gone, one never returns, and there surrender to that Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom everything began and from whom everything has extended since time immemorial. So, did you understand from this verse?
Yeah, yes.
We should go beyond this, and then reach the Vaikuntha and praise the Supreme Lord.
We have to cut down the roots.
Yeah, the roots of this material world.
Detachment, yeah. Otherwise, we will be in the material world, hanging here and there.
Yes, Mother.
Yes, purport.
So, purport. It is now clearly stated that the real form of this banyan tree cannot be understood in the material world, in this material world. Since the root is upwards, the extension of the real tree is at the other hand. When entangled with the material expansions of the tree, one cannot see how far the tree extends, nor can one see the beginning of this tree. Yet one has to find out the cause. I am the son of my father. My father is the son of such and such person, etc. By searching in this way, one comes to Brahma, who is generated by the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Finally, in this way, when one reaches the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is the end of research work. One has to search out that the origin of this tree, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, through the association of persons who are in knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then by understanding, one becomes gradually detached from this false reflection of reality, and by knowledge, one can cut off the connection and actually become situated in the real tree. Now, I wanted to just give some more information. Sorry for disturbing, it might take some time, but the concept should be very clear.
Yes,
all these three Vishnus, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Karanodakshaya Vishnu, and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Everyone know about all these three Vishnus?
Yes,
how they are?
Once Sapan Kumar Prabhuji asked, I think. Is it Prabhuji? Are you?
Yes. So Prabhuji explained that all the three worlds.
Yeah. So everyone knows this, no? Where our world emanates from and Bhagavad cosmology.
You can give a
Or-
brief explanation, Prabhuji, so
Yes,
that we
Prabhuji.
can connect.
You can give.
no, there is no point going ahead in this because you don't understand this one. You will just read by reading it.
Yes.
It will be ritualistic if we go ahead. Mataji, do you all know who Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is, who Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is, and who Karnadakshaya Vishnu is?
Please explain, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Mataji, please go to the diagram, Mataji. What is a material world and spiritual world diagram in Krishna consciousness.
Golok Vrindavan chart. How
Yeah, Mataji.
ఆ ఇమేజ్ మీద క్రాస్ బొమ్మ ఉంది కదా, అది క్లిక్ చేయండి.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. But is it clear, Prabhuji? I'm not sure.
Yeah, the problem is we don't get the high-res pictures in this.
Not clear,
But I request now, what you do is everyone go to this, in their own mobiles or laptops,
Yeah,
whatever they
see.
have.
Yes.
They go with their own this thing, their own image.
Yes.
I'll be explaining from this image. You please correlate with the images which you have downloaded.
Yes. Mataji and Prabhuji, please open with your mobile so that
Within
you
your
can see
own tabs, okay?
easily, and you can write the notes also while Prabhuji is explaining related to image. It will be easily understood. Starting from this. Everybody is ready? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Others, Prabhuji and Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Goloka chart. You can type HD or something.
Okay, and now what I do is I'll start from the end. Okay, Mataji, please scroll down.
Is this Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. So here, you know now how this material world, the time scale of this material world. See, right now we are said that we are in Kali Yuga. Okay. So the time of this Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years, of which we have passed 5,000 years. This Kali Yuga has 4,32,000 years, of which we have passed 5,000 years. So 4,27,000 years are remaining for this Kali Yuga to end. Okay, this is where we are. Now after this Kali Yuga, again Satya Yuga will start. And after Satya Yuga, there will be generally Dwapar Yuga. And after that Treta Yuga and Kali Yuga. These are the 4 Yuga cycle. But
after
in this
Satya Yuga, Dwapar Yuga comes, Prabhuji?
Generally Dwapar Yuga comes, Mataji. But just to relieve Ahilya, Lord Ram has come first in this cycle. So it has changed in this cycle. Okay. Generally after Satya Yuga, Krishna comes, and then Ram comes, and then this Kali Yuga comes. But just to relieve Ahilya, the dear devotee of Lord Ram, he came first in this Yuga. He has changed this whole cycle also. That happens, depends upon the devotees and Lord's activities.
Yes.
Okay. Now every Kali Yuga has 4,32,000 years, and the cycle which is the Yuga which is before that means this Dwapar Yuga means this time Dwapar Yuga has come third. So that is 8,64,000 years. And the Treta Yuga this time is 12,96,000 years. And the Satya Yuga this time or every time is 4 into 4,32,000. And that will be around some 17,02 or 04 years. Did you understand this?
Yes, yes.
Everything is a multiple of 4,32,000.
4. Yes.
The year, the yuga which is just before this has double the time of this yuga. Okay, and before that, like if it is generally that will be the Dwapar Yuga. Please take this cycle as it. ఈసారి మనకి ఈ 4 యుగ సైకిల్ ఎట్లా వచ్చిందంటే సత్యయుగ, త్రేతాయుగ, ద్వాపర యుగ, కలియుగ. సో దిస్ కలియుగ is 4,32,000 years. దీని ముందుది 8,62,000 years.
సో ఎప్పుడైనా సో ప్రభుజీ ఎప్పుడైనా ఈ యుగాస్ ఇంతే ఇయర్స్ లో ఉంటాయా?
ఎస్ మాతాజీ.
ఓకే.
సో ప్రతి యుగం అయ్యేసరికి ఒక ఏంటది ప్రళయం, ఒక మహాప్రళయం వస్తుంది అనమాట. సో ప్రళయ్ అండ్ మహాప్రళయ్, there are two things. Pralay means destruction, Mahapralay means complete destruction. Okay, so I will just like explain about those things later. But did you understand? There are 4 yugas and every yuga has some particular amount of years. Like 4,32,000 years, that is Kali Yuga, and 8,64,000 is the yuga which is preceding it, and 12,96,000 years is the yuga preceding that, and after that and before that, like a yuga preceding even that will have 17,04 years. So all these 4 yugas makes one cycle. So the Brahma which has created this universe, one day, ఒక పగలు 994 సైకిల్స్ ఉంటాయి ఇట్లాంటి ఆయనకి, అండ్ ఒక రాత్రి కూడా ఆయనకి 994 సైకిల్స్ ఉంటాయి ఇట్లా 994. ఓకే, సో 994 such cycles make one day, morning, one, what you say, pagalu means, what is a word for pagal, Prabhu? Pagalu ratri, day and night, right?
Day Prabhuji, yeah,
one day of Brahma, and 994 such cycles again makes one night of that Brahma. So 994 into 2, that many cycles make one complete 24 hours or day of Brahma. Okay, now Brahma's lifetime is 100 years. Now how this one day, one complete 24 hours, he will have 365 days like that for his 1 year to complete. So he will live 100 such years. The present Brahma which we are in, if you have ever seen, except in Krishna consciousness, after coming into Krishna consciousness, we see Brahma, with 4, what you say, 4 head, and always, what you say, pleading to Krishna, I'm sorry, and I've done something wrong. But in our, in our previous, like in our childhood and all, how we have seen our Brahma with a white beard. Do you remember?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Why it is so? Because he surpassed 55 years on first day, and in that first day there are 994 cycles now, of which we are in the 728 cycle.
728
cycle of Kali Yuga. That is where we are.
So in the half of the portion of Brahma, because he crossed 55 years, right? More 50.
Yes. Now everyone understood the cycle. Cycle consists of 4 yugas, right? All Matajis and Prabhujis. Complete confusion?
No, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So 4 yugas make one cycle. Okay. 71 such cycles is controlled by one Manu. Manu untadu kada, oka Manu. There are 7 Manus. Okay, sorry, 14 Manus.
Yeah,
there are 14 Manus. Prati Manu ki itlanti 71 cycles vastayi anna. So please calculate 71 into 14. How much it comes? You please calculate now. 1 into 14.
994 Prabhuji.
Yes. So ఒక రోజు ఒక పగలు బ్రహ్మకి ఒక పగలు ఉంటాడు కదా, ఆ పగలు 14 మంది మనులు వస్తారండి.
Okay.
సో ప్రతి మను will control 71 cycles of such yugas. Okay, every cycle, how many yugas have?
71.
No.
4 yugas.
Every cycle have how many yugas?
4 yugas Prabhuji.
4 yugas.
4 yugas. Okay, and every manu has how many cycles?
71 cycles.
71 cycles.
71.
Okay, and every day of Brahma has how many manus?
994.
994 cycles.
Cycles, Prabhuji.
I'm asking how many manus?
14 Manus.
14 Manu Prabhuji.
14 manus. And every manu controls how many cycles?
71 Prabhuji. 71.
Okay, now the cycle goes. I will again explain this now. Okay, every cycle has 4 yugas. Okay. Every manu controls
71 cycles.
71 cycles.
71 cycles. There are 14 manus in every day of Brahma.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And
yeah.
in every night of Brahma, Brahma just sleeps. He will not do anything. మనం ఇప్పుడు ఎంత టైం అయితే ఇది పగలు ఉన్నదో అంత పగలు మనం మళ్ళీ డార్మెంట్ గా ఉంటాం అన్నమాట. We will not do anything. And again Brahma wakes up and he will start creating again. So Brahma
పడుకున్నప్పుడు మరి పార్షియల్ డిస్ట్రక్షన్ అవుతుంది కదా,
ఆ ప్రళయ వస్తుంది. Means all these elements, 24 elements will again disassociate. ఇప్పుడు వాటి కాంబినేషన్స్ లో మనం ఉన్నాం. When we say that our body consists of these 5 elements, 5 gross elements and 3 subtle elements. ఆ సటిల్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఇప్పుడు మన సోల్ తోనే ఉంటాయి అక్కడ, కానీ గ్రాస్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ అనేవి మొత్తం అన్ని విచ్ఛిన్నం అయిపోతాయి. అట్లా అయిపోవాలనే మనం చనిపోయేటప్పుడు మనం అస్థికల్ని కాల్చేస్తారు. యాక్చువల్లీ భూమిలో కలిసిపోతే వాటర్ లో కలిసిపోతే, అగ్నిలో కలిసిపోతే అగ్నిలో కలిసిపోతాయి అన్నమాట. So our gross body will not remain and our subtle body will go along with our soul. Okay?
Yes.
Because the soul is covered by the subtle body. Now I'm not into that philosophy now. Why I wanted to say is Brahma pagal ennaithe 14 మంది మనులు ఉన్నారు కదా, ఎన్ని సైకిల్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఒక పగల్లో?
994 Prabhuji.
994. Every manu has how many cycles?
71. So
71.
now we are currently in Ikshvaku, right Prabhuji? Manu?
We are in the Ikshvaku Manu right now.
No, Vivasvan, I think.
Sorry, Vivasvan. Sorry.
No, Vivasvan son is Ikshvaku. Ikshvaku son, like we are in he's a Manu, right? I mean, today morning only I had Prabhupada lecture. He told Ikshvaku.
Ikshvaku is a kingdom, Prabhuji.
We were in the 7th Manu.
No. Vivasvan is the Manu. That I know. Ikshvaku is the son.
No, Vivasvan is the sun god, right? Vivasvan is the sun god, right, Prabhuji?
Just I'll just check it.
No, Vivasvan is the sun god, Prabhuji.
Yes, but 7th Manu is
Ikshvaku.
Wait. No. 7. Vaivasvata. Sorry, not Vivasvata. Vaivasvata Manu. We are in Vaivasvata, 7th Manu, Prabhuji.
Okay. Vaivasvata.
Ikshvaku is not Manu, I think. He is a king from Rama's solar dynasty.
Okay, he's a son of Vivasvan, right? Ikshvaku.
Yes.
When we go to the temples now, Generally, pujaris will give our locations and coordinates. Vaivasvatamanmantare, like this. So we are at this time, at this place, and at this nearby, there is a holy place of this Srisalam or something. They will read. So they will give our coordinates to the Lord. So, like where we are, the day and night of Brahma. Okay, Brahma, one day consists of 24 hours, of which 12 hours has this 14 manus, and 12 hours night he will sleep, and again he will wake up and he will again start doing the same. He will start generating the 14 manus, and manus will again.
While sleeping also, Prabhuji, means he will generate, I mean, anything will mean, like you say 994 into 2, right?
Yeah, 1994 is the activity and 1994 is the sleeping.
Okay, I mean, creation or, I mean, sleeping means what, Prabhuji, means? I didn't understand. Actually, it will create, he will create.
No, he will destruct everything and he will sleep. Only he will be there in this whole material world. And he will be sleeping.
Night time.
Yeah, at his night. The next day morning, he will again start creation.
Okay.
Of 14 manus will come. And every manu, 71 cycles again starts.
So only daytime of the Brahma, only manus will come, right? That's it, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Night time, no one comes and sleep. That's it.
Okay, understood.
But yes, the time is equivalent to the daytime also. You know,
Yeah,
night time is equal to daytime.
Yes,
At the time, understood this much, no? So it might take us 2 or 3 classes, but we will go ahead like this only. Okay?
అర్థం కాలేదు బ్రో, నాకు లాస్ట్ పాయింట్ అర్థం కాలేదు బ్రోజీ. 994 ఒకసారి చెప్పండి. 994 ఇంకా ఈ బ్రహ్మాజీది చెప్పండి.
ప్రభు, ప్రతి మనుకి ప్రతి యుగం 4 యుగాలు కలిపి ఒక సైకిల్ అంటాం కదా.
4 యుగాలు కలిసి ఒక సైకిల్ అన్నారు ప్రభుజీ. యా, ఈ సైకిల్స్ 71 సైకిల్స్, ఒక మనుకి 71 సైకిల్స్ ఉంటాయి. అట్లా 14 మనుస్ ఉన్నారు. ఓకే,
994 సైకిల్స్ అవుతాయి కదా. ఆ 994 సైకిల్స్ ఈ 14 మనులు ఉన్నప్పుడు మొత్తం కంప్లీట్ అయిపోద్ది అనమాట. ఆ తర్వాత ఒక డిస్ట్రక్షన్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే,
ఆ డిస్ట్రక్షన్ అయ్యాక బ్రహ్మదేవుడి యొక్క నైట్ స్టార్ట్ అవుద్ది అనమాట.
ఓకే,
ప్రశాంతంగా పడుకుంటాడు. ఎంతసేపు పడుకుంటాడు? 994 ఈక్వలెంట్ సైకిల్స్ టైం ఎంతైతే ఉన్నదో అంత టైం పడుకుంటాడు ఆయన. అర్థమైందా? బ్రహ్మదేవుడు పగల టైం ఎంతో, రాత్రి టైం అంతే. కానీ రాత్రి టైం ఏ పని చేయడు, పడుకుంటాడు అంతే.
ఓకే, అంటే డిస్ట్రక్షన్ అప్పుడు బ్రహ్మాజీ కూడా ఉంటాడు అయితే. ఓకే, సో అగైన్ హి విల్ క్రియేట్.
డిస్ట్రక్షన్ అనేది చాలా చిన్నది ప్రభుజీ. ఈ డిస్ట్రక్షన్ చాలా చిన్నది. ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పిన డిస్ట్రక్షన్, ఈ 994 సైకిల్స్ పగలు అయిపోయాక వచ్చిన డిస్ట్రక్షన్ అనేది చాలా చిన్నది.
పార్షియల్ ప్రభుజీ, పార్షియల్ కొంచెమే.
దాని తర్వాత ఇంకో డిస్ట్రక్షన్ ఉంటుంది ప్రభు.
ఓకే, ఇది పార్షియల్ డిస్ట్రక్షన్. ప్రళయ ఇదేనా డిఫరెన్స్?
ఇది ప్రళయం అంతే, చిన్న చిన్న ప్రళయాలు.
ఓకే,
so you understood this pralay and this concept of Brahma's day and night, na?
Yes, no.
So how many days a Brahma year has?
365
as what we have. Okay, and after this 365 days, what happens is 1 year of Brahmas will be completed. అట్లా మనం ఈ చతుష్ముఖ బ్రహ్మకి 100 ఏళ్ళు ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. ఆ 100 ఏళ్లలో 55వ సంవత్సరం ఫస్ట్ రోజు పగల్లో ఉన్నాం మనం. ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైందా? ఫస్ట్ డే ఆఫ్ 55th year of Brahma. So on the first day they have 14 manus, right? Of which 7th manu, who is Vaivasvata manu, is ruling us now.
Yes, Prabhuji, clear on the Prabhuji.
Understood, na?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what happens after this 100 years? After this 100 years, the Mahapralaya happens. Complete destruction. Even Brahma will go. His time is over. What will happen?
Next, another Brahma will come, right?
Brahma.
Next Brahma.
No. He will go inside the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu again. Into the navel of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And what happens? This universe will again get retreated into the Karnodakshaya Vishnus. Karnodakshaya Vishnu ఒక్కొక్క బాడీ యొక్క పొరలోంచి ఒక్కొక్కళ్ళు వచ్చారు కదా, ఒక్కొక్క యూనివర్స్ వచ్చింది కదా. అర్థమైందా? చూడండి, అక్కడి నుంచి ఒక ఎల్లో బాల్స్ వస్తున్నాయి. there are some yellow golden balls coming out from the person who is sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
This unlimited universe is right, Prabhuji, that is?
Yeah, those are the unlimited universe. ఒక్క యూనివర్స్ లోపల ఎలా ఉంటుంది అంటే, every time, in every of this universe, they have a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya ocean. And onto that ocean, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu sleeps. Mataji is just showing the arrow. Please see there. If you can come into this one. Zoom there. Okay. And from this Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Brahma comes. ఈ బ్రహ్మకి 100 ఏళ్ళు. మన బ్రహ్మకి 4 తలలు కాబట్టి మనకి 4 దిక్కులు ప్లస్ 100 సంవత్సరాలు అన్నమాట. సో దేర్ ఆర్ సమ్ యూనివర్సెస్. ఆ పక్కన బాల్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా.
Yes, Prabhuji.
మళ్ళీ ఇంకో యూనివర్స్ అది.
Forming universes, different universes. Okay. Now, ఆ యూనివర్సెస్ టైం కొంచెం వేరేగా ఉంటుంది. మన 100 years ఈ బ్రహ్మకి అయిపోయాక ఈ బ్రహ్మ ఏమవుతాడంటే ఈ గర్భదక్ష విష్ణుకి లోపలికి వెళ్ళిపోతాడు అనమాట. వెళ్ళిపోయాక సో కంప్లీట్ యూనివర్స్ ఇస్ నల్ అండ్ వైడ్. దెన్ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్? Karnodakshaya will start inhaling. So when he inhales, what happens? All these universes which were created and were coming out will go in again into his body. So when he again exhales, all this comes out. అతను ఊపిరి లోపలికి తీసుకుంటున్నప్పుడు ఇవన్నీ లోపలికి వెళ్ళిపోతాయి. ఆయన మళ్ళీ ఊపిరి వదిలినప్పుడు ఇవన్నీ బయటకు వచ్చేస్తాయి ఆయన బాడీలోంచి. Understood?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we are in 400 Brahma's world. బ్రహ్మకి ఎన్ని తలలైతే ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయో అన్ని కాంప్లెక్సిటీ పెరిగిపోద్ది అనమాట ఆ వరల్డ్. There are, what is it, when Brahma Vimohan Leela, we study, there are many hundred Brahmas who has come and offering prayers to Lord Krishna. Okay. So now when we understand that, 400 Brahma got ashamed there. So we are in this 400 Brahmas Loka. But at that time, many other Brahmas from other different worlds come and they offer their obeisances to Lord Krishna there. Now we are not discussing about Vishnu also. What we are discussing about Brahma only. Okay. మన బ్రహ్మదేవుడు యొక్క 100 ఏళ్ళ గురించి ఇప్పుడు దాకా తెలుసుకున్నాం అన్నమాట. So from this Garbhodakshaya Vishnu in this universe, first who comes? Lord Brahma comes and he will get confused and he will again go into the lotus and he will pray. Then Brahma, what you say, the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu will start speaking Chatushloki Bhagavatam. Those 4 slokas will come. We are in first canto only. Second or third canto when we go, we will come there. Okay. And then he starts creation. ఆ క్రియేషన్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎట్లా చేసాడు అనేది ఇప్పుడు మనం 15th క్యాంటోలో చదువుకున్నాం. 15th చాప్టర్లో చదువుకున్నాం. అర్థమైందా? నౌ ద కంటెక్స్ట్ మనం ఎక్కడ చదువుకున్నాం ఏంటనేది అర్థమైంది, ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాం ఏంటనేది.
ప్రభుజీ నాకు ఒక డౌట్, లైక్ బ్రహ్మ సమిత ప్రేయర్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా ప్రభుజీ, అవి బ్రహ్మ ఏ కంటెక్స్ట్ లో చదువుతారు?
బ్రహ్మ విమోహన్ లీల తర్వాత మనం ఆ శ్లోకం ఇంకా రాలేదు మాతాజీ.
అది వేరే కదా, బ్రహ్మ ప్రేయర్స్ వేరే, బ్రహ్మ సమిత ప్రేయర్స్.
No. See, Brahma start compiling the whole Samhita only on Lord Vishnu and Krishna. సో ఆయన మొత్తం ఒక్కసారి మళ్ళీ అదే వాళ్ళ బాస్ ఎవరైతే కృష్ణ ఉన్నాడో ఆయన ఒకసారి డౌట్ ఆయన మీద డౌట్ వచ్చి మళ్ళీ రియాలిటీకి వస్తాడు కదా. రియాలిటీకి వచ్చాక అప్పుడు he start compiling the సంహిత.
బ్రహ్మ విమోహన్ లీల తర్వాతనా ప్రభుజీ?
ఆ తర్వాత సంహిత మాతాజీ. దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ చైతన్య మహాప్రభు has told us actually. అందుకే మీరు లాస్ట్ చదివారు అనుకోండి బ్రహ్మ సంహితలో 29 లాస్ట్ శ్లోక తెలిసే. నేను యాక్చువల్లీ మొత్తం ట్రాన్స్లేషన్స్ అన్ని చదవకుండా ఎందుకు పెట్టాను అంటే ఆ లాస్ట్ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ ఒక్కటి చదివిద్దాం అనమాట మీ అందరితో. దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ మచ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ యాక్చువల్లీ. ఇట్ కమ్స్ లైక్ దిస్: శ్రియ కాంత కాంత పరమ పురుష కల్పతరు ద్రుమ భూమి చింతామణి గణమయీతోయమృతం. ఇట్లా వస్తుంది అనమాట. ద్రుమ భూమిస్ అంటే he will explain the Golok Vrindavan there, where every stone is a, you know what is a touchstone, every dust particle is a gem. ఆయనకు కరెక్ట్ రియలైజేషన్ వస్తుంది అనమాట గోలోక్ అంటే ఏంటి అని. we'll go ahead for tomorrow. So we will stop it here. Tomorrow, ఈ టాపిక్. So shall we stop it here for today? Hare Krishna.
Devotees, Hare Krishna. Can we?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, but ఇవాళ అర్థమైంది కదా బ్రహ్మ యొక్క 100 సంవత్సరాలు ఎట్లా ఉంటాయి?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
ఇక్కడ అందరి ఇంట్లో గోలోక చాట్ చూస్తా ప్రభుజీ. అర్థం కాదు జస్ట్ అందరి ఇంట్లో ఉంటుంది కదా ప్రభుజీ, గోలోక చాట్ ఉంటుంది. ఎప్పుడు అర్థం కాదు ప్రభుజీ. అంటే ముగ్గురు విష్ణువు గురించి తెలుసు, కర్మదక్షాయి గర్భదక్షాయి విష్ణువు అట్లా తెలుసు, కానీ అంటే ఇంత డీటెయిల్ ఎప్పుడు తెలియదు. ఇట్లా ఒక్కొక్క యూనివర్స్ లో ఒక్కొక్క బ్రహ్మ గర్భదక్షాయి విష్ణువు ఉంటారు. ఈ పిక్చర్ చూసి
ఇది చదువుకుంటే యాక్చువల్లీ మనకి మన గోల్ ఫోకస్ అనేది తెలుస్తుంది ప్రభుజీ. మనం ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళాలి ఏంటి అనేది. నేను ఇంకా అక్కడ దాకా రాలేదు. జస్ట్ ఓన్లీ డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ ద బ్రహ్మ టిల్ నౌ. ఈ బ్రహ్మ తర్వాత యూనివర్స్ ఉంటుంది, ఆ తర్వాత ముగ్గురు విష్ణువులు ఉంటారు, ఆ తర్వాత స్పిరిచువల్ వరల్డ్ ఉంటుంది, ఆ స్పిరిచువల్ వరల్డ్ తర్వాత గోలోక్ ఉంటుంది పైన ఎక్కడో. సో అదంతా చదువుకోవడానికి మనకి ఇంకా చాలా టైం ఉంది ప్రభు. We will whenever we get a time, we will just give some glimpse on these things.
అది బృహత్ భాగవతంలో గోపకుమార వెళ్తారు కదా ప్రభుజీ అక్కడికి. కంప్లీట్ అన్ని.
That is also a very good story actually. But we should understand where we are. మనం చెప్తాం కదా ఒక డైరెక్ట్ గా మా కర్మరా అని చెప్పేస్తాం యాక్చువల్లీ. డైలీ యూసేజ్ we just use it as our karma. But how tentacled we are? We are completely tentacled. And that is why when we read the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, మొఖం కాళ్ళు చెవులు మొత్తం ఊపేస్తుంటాం ఒకసారి. Why? Because our mind doesn't accept. Our mind doesn't accept that we should go out of this material world to the spiritual world. That is how deep rooted we are. అందుకే కదా కృష్ణ అన్నాడు, anyone who knows this tree properly, they will come to me.
Yes, they are liberated. Yeah,
they are liberated. We don't know actually how deep we are. So I will stop it here. It's already 8:56. So shall we do one sloka, which is only the last sloka in
Yes, Prabhuji.
Brahma Samhita. Now that Brahma has compiled Samhita, so we are doing the same Brahma which we are discussing today. Mataji, can you share that Brahma Samhita shloka?
Which one, Prabhuji? 49 or?
Last one, Mataji. Yam ka makro. Last but one.
Oh, ఇవన్నీ అయిపోయా?
అయిపోయింది కదా Mataji.
ఈ స్క్రీన్ మీద ఇంకా డిజైటరీ చార్ట్ ఏ ఉంది.
ఏం ప్రభు?
స్క్రీన్
మీద ఐ యామ్ స్టిల్ సీయింగ్ ద డిజైటరీ చార్ట్.
డిజైటరీ ఉందా? ఓకే.
డిజైటరీ అది చార్ట్ ఉంది.
ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు ప్రభుజీ?
ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది.
ఓకే.
యా. సో 54 అయిపోయింది. అందరికి గుర్తున్నదా? మర్చిపోయింది.
అయిపోయింది ప్రభుజీ.
Yeah.
అయిపోయింది కదా?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, Lavanya madam, when you asked me, I got doubted myself.
Actually, నేను ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయలేదు అనుకుంటా.
Okay. So shall we go ahead?
Yes.
We have 4 or 5 minutes more. Okay. Yam kama krodha.
Yam kama krodha kama.
క్రోధ కామ.
Then first time Prabhuji, krodha kama.
I'm sorry, Mataji. చూడకండి చదివేస్తాను నేను, అందుకే అయిపోయినా. యం క్రోధ కామ సహజ ప్రణయాది భీతి.
Yam krodha kama sahaj pranayadi bhiti.
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 Vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevya bhavai.
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 Vatsalya moha gaurava sevya bhavai.
Sanchintya tasya sadrishim tanuma purite.
Sanchintya sadrishim tanuma purite.
Sanchintya tasya sadrishim tanuma purite.
Sanchintya sadrishim tanuma purite.
Sanchintya tasya sadrishim tanuma purite.
Sanchintya sadrishim tanuma purite.
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Govindamadi purusham bhajami.
Yam kama krodha, sorry, I'm extremely sorry. Yam krodha kama sahaja pranayadi bhiti. Vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevya bhavai. Sanchintya tasya sadrishim tanuma purite. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Yam
Yam
krodha kama sahaja pranayadi bhiti.
Vatsalya
moha guru gaurava sevya bhavai.
Sanchintya tasya sadrishim tanuma purite. Govindamadi purusham bhajami.
Yam krodha kama sahaja pranayadi bhiti. Vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevya bhavai. Sanchintya tasya sadrishim tanuma purite. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Yam krodha kama sahaja pranayadi bhiti. Vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevya bhavai. Sanchintya tasya sadrishim purite. Govindamadi purusham bhajami.
Yam krodha kama sahaja pranayadi bhiti. Vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevya bhavai. Sanchintya tasya sadrishim tanuma purite. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Yam krodha kama sahaja pranayadi bhiti. Vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevya bhavai. పురుషం తమహం భజామి.
So now we have completed with all the 4 line slokas of this Brahma Samhita. From now starts the Ashli sloka. You know, this is very, very important sloka and this is very big sloka. So what we do is, we do 4 lines together and the next 4 lines together. That is how we go with the 556. Okay. Tomorrow, I am traveling tomorrow actually, so it might not be possible for me tomorrow to join the call. So what I suggest to devotees is, they practice first 10 slokas tomorrow at one stretch and just see where they are. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And this Shriya Kanta Kanta is very, very important. I might be taking it day after tomorrow. Tomorrow, if possible, I will be, what you say, if possible, I will take it, else no, because I am meeting one of my friends who is in Hyderabad. So it might not be possible for me to come and take this sloka. But I just request the people to recite the whole 10 slokas together. Everyone go with the 10 slokas together. So you'll come to know where you are. Okay, there will be many, many faults, but please go ahead. Okay, there will be many faults and many left and rights, but still go ahead. Help one another and go ahead. 10 slokas tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And any doubts regarding the Brahma Samhita, Brahma's explanation, you can ask. I have 2 more minutes.
సో నాకెందుకు డౌట్ వచ్చిందంటే ఇక్కడ బ్రహ్మ ఇక్కడ చూసుకుంటూ వాడతారు అంటే అది మళ్ళీ తర్వాత అది మోర్సెల్ ఆఫ్ ఫుడ్ అది వేరే కదా ప్రభుజీ, అందుకు అదా ఇది కంటెక్స్ట్ ఒకటేనా అని అడుగుతున్నాను.
No, actually now after Brahma really knowing Krishna's actual position, he will start glorifying Krishna in a way of Samhita. అంటే మీ డౌట్ ఏంటి అంటే ఇది తర్వాత ముందా అనేది, అంతేనా మాతాజీ?
ఫస్ట్ తనకి ఇది నాలెడ్జ్ అంతా ఇచ్చినాక అప్పుడు ఈ బ్రహ్మ సంహిత చెప్తారు కదా. ఆల్రెడీ అక్కడ మోర్సెల్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రూట్ ఆ పిక్చర్ లో ఆల్రెడీ నాకు ఇవన్నీ తెలుసు, అయినా కూడా నేను బివిల్డెడ్ అయినా అని అప్పుడు లైక్ నాకు క్షమించండి అని అప్పుడు ఆ ప్రేయర్స్ బ్రహ్మ ప్రేయర్స్ పాడతారు అని నేను అనుకుంటున్నా.
ఆ ప్రేయర్స్ పాడినాక మాతాజీ నేను యాక్చువల్లీ మన చాలా మంది క్లాసుల్లో కూడా విన్నాను. యాక్చువల్లీ మన సీనియర్ డిసిప్లిన్స్ లైక్ బ్రహ్మచారీస్ క్లాస్, సీనియర్ బ్రహ్మచారి రాధా గోపీనాథ్ ప్రభు వీళ్ళ క్లాసులు విన్నాను. ఇది ఎక్కడ అంటే బృందావన్ లో విన్నాను. సో బృందావన్ వెన్ వి గో టు ది యాత్ర, సో బ్రహ్మ విమోహన్ లీలాస్ ప్లేస్ ఇస్ దేర్ నో, దేర్ వన్స్ రాధా గోపీనాథ్ ప్రభు డిస్క్రైబ్, అంటే మా బ్యాచ్ కి ఆయన అనమాట తీసుకెళ్ళింది అక్కడ. సో హీ డిస్క్రైబ్ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చాక ఈ విమోహన్ లీల అయిపోయాక హీ స్టార్టెడ్ సింగింగ్ దిస్ సంహిత దేర్, లాస్ట్ శ్లోక బ్రహ్మ సంహిత.
Okay, so that is the context.
Yeah, that is the context. And he has seen Vrindavan properly there. అప్పటిదాకా Vrindavan చూడలేదు కదా ఆయన, సరిగ్గా చూడలేదు కదా. He is seeing it as if a small boy is playing, cows are grazing. That is how he has seen the Vrindavan. But after his complete Vimohana, he starts glorifying Krishna in this way. Shriya Kanta Kanta. So if you go to the meaning of that, I worship the transcendental seed known as Svetadvipa, where as loving concept Lakshmi is not this one. Where you see that the last sloka, and what I said is translation. That one only, Mataji. That one only translation.
56 or 55, Prabhuji?
56. So ఇక్కడ చూడండి 5th line 6th line రండి.
Okay.
Where every tree is a transcendental purpose tree, where the soil is a purpose gem, all water is nectar, every word is a song, every gate is a dance, the flute is favorite attendant, effulgence is full of transcendental bliss, and supreme spiritual entities are all enjoyable and tasty. So this is what Goloka is. So Goloka description ikkada ఉన్నంత వివరంగా ఎక్కడ ఉండదన్నమాట. In the whole Vedas also you won't find it. Where you find it in Brahma Samhita. So this is why devotees praise that place in Vrindavan, and this last shloka of Brahma Samhita.
Yes, Prabhu. So same context. అప్పుడే బ్రహ్మ విమోహన్ లీల తర్వాత ఈ సంహిత కూడా చదివేస్తారు అప్పుడే.
No, చదవరు. He will realize and he will put it on the paper. And he
So
expresses his
prayers
feelings.
ఇది బ్రహ్మ సంహిత. Okay, got it, Prabhuji. Now those are the prayers to Supreme Lord Krishna after Vimohan Leela, and these are the after realizations, Brahma realization. Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji. Now I got it. But same context. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. Now I got it. Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji.
You can end the call, Mataji.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji, for joining today's call. Vanchakalpataribhyasya kripa sindhubhyo eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrind ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Transcendental Book Distribution ki jai, Transcendental Book Reading ki jai. Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, please practice 10 shlokas so that tomorrow we can recite one by one, Mataji and Prabhuji.
Yes,
From what sloka to which number?
First one, starting from Ishvara Paramakrishna Prabhuji, 10. That is invocation. So everyone has to recite that one before starting the verse, the shloka, and after that 1 to 10 line.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji.